So I will start my class today. Today I will be talking about a group. First we will see in the syllabus, we will be talking about a group known as Ecdysozoa. Ecdysozoa. And now let us have a look at the syllabus. So in the syllabus in unit 3 you have diversity in pseudocoelomate. You have diversity in pseudocoelomate and coelomate non-chordates. So the first chapter which is the Ecdysozoa, characteristics of representative taxa. So we will deal with what is Ecdysozoa. So let us go to our whiteboard. Is the whiteboard visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So what is Ecdysozoa? The term is Ecdysozoa. So it comes from the term, from an ancient Greek term. Ancient Greek term, and that ancient Greek term is ekdysis, or which means to shed off. They shed their skin. Now this term was first given in 1997 by Aguinaldo et al. There were many other people who gave this term. This term was given by Aguinaldo et al. So this is a she, Marie something like this her name was. In 1997 she gave this term. So what they actually did was they constructed phylogenetic tree on the basis of 18S ribosomal DNA sequence. So ribosomal DNA, eventually they form ribosomal RNA. So 18S ribosomal RNA, basically they compared the 18S. 18S is a type of unit of ribosomal DNA, which ribosomal RNA, rRNA, ribosomal rRNA. The sequences were compared for invertebrates, and on the basis of that they divided organisms. So let us have a look at how this is actually the original paper in Nature. As you can see in Letters to Nature, Ana Marie A. Aguinaldo. Then other tuberville's, James A. Lake in California in 1997. In this paper, in this original paper, they gave this term Ecdysozoa for the first time in 1997. As you can see in this publication, it's in the year 1997. Nature volume 387, 29th May 1997. This was first published, this particular thing. And they gave a tree. Let us copy this image and they paste it. So here it is. So according to this 18S ribosomal protostomes, you know what protostomes are? Protostomes are those organisms, you have the zygote which is formed after fertilization of sperm and egg. They develop into a structure known as blastula. The blastula then invaginates like this, and it forms a gastrula. And so this hole which is found, this aperture, this forms the mouth. The first hole formed is forms the mouth later, and therefore proto means first. Therefore the term proto means first plus mouth or stome. First mouth or protostome. So the first hole which is found is the mouth. So on the basis of this, as you can see, protostomia consists of two major groups, the Lophotrochozoa and the Ecdysozoa. So two major groups, the protostomes. These are the, let's use another color here. The protostomes, they can be divided into one group from here. They are the Lophotrochozoa and the Ecdysozoa. So the Lophotrochozoa includes the mollusk, annelids and rotifers. So these include mollusks, annelids, rotifers are also similar organisms. So they include this. And the Ecdysozoa, they include all these organisms. Among them, the ones which you know, they are the crustaceans, insects, myropods, chelicerates, tardigrades, nematodes, onychophoran, nematomorphs, priapulids, and the larynx.
স্যার আওয়াজটা কেটে যাচ্ছে স্যার।
ওটা ওই রেকর্ডিং এ করে দেবো, কিছু করার নেই, আজকে আমার ইন্টারনেট আমাদের খারাপ আছে গো, তা কেটে যাচ্ছে। আমি চেষ্টাই তো করছি, মানে এইটাই আমাকে মোবাইল ডেটা দিয়েই করতে হচ্ছে। হ্যাঁ, সো বাট দ্য রেকর্ডিং শুড বি অল রাইট, ইউ উইল গেট দ্য রেকর্ডিং। যেখানটা পাচ্ছ না, এখন শুনতে পাচ্ছ? আর ইউ এবল টু লিসেন নাও? হ্যালো, am I audible? So before the interruption, we were in the place where the ecdysozoans, they are basically which shed off, or there is molting which takes place in these organisms. So what these ecdysozoans, let's use a black pen. They show one common characteristics, common morphological characteristic. And what is that? And that is, they grow by ecdysis. That is, they have an exoskeleton, they molt or they shed off their exoskeleton. Molt their exoskeleton is an outer covering. So what are the most important characteristic features? What are the important characteristic features of ecdysozoans? So the most notable character is that they have a 3-layered cuticle. Only in tardigrades have 4. Has 4 layer. So what are the groups which we had seen? We had seen the rings, the priapulids, the nematomorphs, the onychophorans, the nematodes, the tardigrades, the crustaceans, the insects, the myriapods, and the chelicerates. So they are the ecdysozoans. So they have got 4-layered cuticle. Cuticle is the outer covering, and it is composed of organic material. They are composed of organic material. This cuticle, it is periodically or time to time molted or shed off as the animal grows. So this process of molting, that is known as ecdysis, and therefore the because of this process of molting, they are known as ecdysozoans. zoa. They lack, another character is locomotory cilia. They don't have locomotory cilia, and they produce amoeboid sperm. Something like this. Their sperms look something like this. So let's look at the first group. That is the Kynorhyncha. Kyno, R-H-Y-N, Kynorhyncha. Now what are the Kynorhynchans? Let us have a picture. So this is a picture of a Kynorhynchon. Now what are their characteristic features? We will now study. There are some marine invertebrates. It is a phylum. They are basically a phylum of small marine invertebrates. They are widespread in mud or sand at all depths. Another word is they are also known as mud dragons. They look like dragons. So basically, if you look at the their anatomy, you can see they are segmented. This is the first segment, second segment, third segment. So basically they are segmented, limbless. You don't have any arms. They are segmented, limbless. They don't have arms. Body divided into head, neck, trunk. So you can see a head. Let's use a different color here. You have a head, a neck, and a trunk. Trunk has got 11 segments. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Trunk with 11 segments. Trunk has got 11 segments. they have a number of spines along their body. You can see this is a spine. They have a number of spines along their body. Essentially, they don't have, like all ecdysozoans, no cilia, but spines help. This is a spines help in locomotion. As you know, the body wall is covered by cuticle. Body wall consists of a thin SYN syncytial. What do you mean by syncytial? You have different nuclei, but they are not divided by the cytoplasm is not divided. So in one cytoplasm there are many nuclei. It's a thin syncytial layer which secrete the cuticle. Example is this picture which you see over here. This is a picture of Echinoderus. Underline it. Remember this. This is a picture of Echinoderus. So this is Chinorhyncha. So the next group which we don't know much about are the Priapulida. We use a different color. Priapulida. Wrong. Priapulida. Phylum Priapulida. This is basically a phylum. Phylum Priapulida. They are also known as penis worm, the male reproductive organ. Penis worm. So an example of this is Priapulis. Priapulis, let's say, write the whole name, chordatus. Priapulis chordatus. Let us take a picture. This is a picture of Priapulida. So they are basically cylindrical. As you can see, they are like a cylinder, cylindrical, worm-like animals. Basically, their diameter ranges from 0.2 to 0.3 to 39 centimeters. They have a median माने माझखाने बीच में median anterior mouth. No tentacles or arms present. Body divided into main trunk. As you can see, this is the main trunk. Their main trunk, or they are known as abdomen. And somewhat swollen proboscis. This is a somewhat swollen proboscis. As you can see, longitudinal ridges are present. Let's use this pen. You see longitudinal ridges are present on top. White. These are longitudinal ridges present. Hey, दाग जो है इसके ऊपर, दागड़ा. So they are longitudinal, लंबा long. So longitudinal present. Body is ringed. You can see these rings. Body is ringed and often has circle of spines. हल्का छोटा spines are there. Small spines are present over the body. If you see carefully, you will see small spines present. Some species like this one, they have a caudal tail. tail. So body has chitinous cuticle that is shed as the animal grows. So these are the priapulids. Then we go to the next one, the nematomorpha. Nematomorpha. They are sometimes known as the horsehair worms. They are basically parasitic. Let's have a look at one of these horsehair worms, how they look like. So they look like this, horsehair, like the hair of a horse. Their size ranges from 50 to 100 millimeter. They can be discovered in damp areas. You can find them. Adult worms are free living. But larvae are parasitic on arthropods. So this is like this. They often tie themselves in knots. You later look at this video and then write down these notes. The next one is the let us look at tardigrades. We have finished chinorhynchs, priapulids, nematomorphs. Now let us go to Onychophorans, and I will talk later in one separate class. I've talked about nematodes, the roundworms. I had talked about crustaceans, insects, myriapods, and chelicerates, but I will talk about them later in details again once more. But today I will again talk about the tardigrades. So let us have a look at the what are tardigrades. If you look at the picture, you will recognize them. I will show you a tardigrade. This is a tardigrada. Milnasium tardigradum. Milnasium SIU Milnasium tardigradum. An example. They basically have a barrel shaped body. Four pairs of stubby legs. There are more. One pair, two pair, three pair, four pair. Stubby, थोड़ा सा stub, मोटा मोटा. Body is a head, three body segments with a pair of legs, and a caudal segment with the four pair of legs. First segment, second segment, third segment. So, three segments. In body, each with a pair of legs. And you have a caudal segment, the last segment, with a pair of leg. Then you have a head also present. So this is how the tardigrades look. So with this I pause end today's class. Tomorrow also I will take a class at 7 p.m. If internet works properly. Today I had lots of problem with internet, as you people know already. So do you people have got any questions?
No, sir.
No, you don't have questions. Okay.
No, sir.
Okay. Then I will send this recording and this note also. I will send it to you. I have already sent you the Ecdysozoa link of Wikipedia. I will send you the note. Don't worry. And keep on studying right now. I will keep on sending notes, and you people keep on studying, and I will keep on taking classes whenever I get time. I will try to finish it by this month. We have finished a lot of the part of this thing, but then we will finish it with speed. For example, like in this nematodes, insects and all these things, we had already finished these things. So these are the parts which are today I covered the parts of ecdysoans which have not been finished. So these I have finished today. We will talk about onychophora in the next class. Okay. Okay, then I'm ending my class here.
Okay, sir.
Okay, okay.